Welcome to Sissues. We are two sisters with issues and a need to work them out, and we're inviting you along for the ride.
Here we are taking the big things we have in common. Our love for Outlander, inappropriate humor, and why people do the things they do. Mix this up with our dirty lady mo's, and this podcast is born.
But don't worry, we'll explore other issues too.
Because you know,
when you have sisters, you have issues.
If you are easily offended or don't appreciate the creative use of colorful Canadian cursive language, this is not the podcast for you.
Yo, sister, how's it going?
It's going good. Very good.
Well, welcome back to Sissues, everybody. I am Phil.
I'm Cher.
And where are you, Cher?
I am in Nanu's Bay, British Columbia.
So you is on the island.
I am on the island of Vancouver. And it is so hot here right now. But I have like a pool house and a pool that is chlorine free and chemical free. Ions and so natural and so wonderful, and I get to swim in it every day. Are jolly.
Oh, see, isn't that perfect? And I'm on Salt Spring Island, much smaller than Vancouver Island, and I have the ocean just steps from my door. So, you know, I've got the ocean there, and that makes me happy. I'm in there every day. And you're right. It is getting hot outside.
Hotter than the hinges of hell.
Yeah. Hotter than a hooker in a pepper patch. Pepper patch. Alrighty. So today we are going through season 5, and we are actually on episode 7, The Ballad of Roger Mac.
Oh boy.
This is going to be a tough one. It's been a while since we've had a tough one.
Oh, I'm in Nanu's Bay.
Yeah. Noose. Oh my gosh. That's not punny.
It's not punny at all, is it?
No, it isn't. Okay. So make sure you skip the recap if you're watching on Netflix, and Miss Cher will count us down.
I'm going to count you down, bitches. 3, 2, 1. There you go.
That's too funny.
What do you mean?
That was funny. You started off in French, and then it wasn't French anymore.
No, it was other stuff. I just kind of went into all of it. Billow and breeze. Island is I put on my closed caption this time.
Did you really?
Yeah, because you know I've been here. So I was here on Monday and on Thursday, and Kyle, I used to babysit Kyle when he was a little guy, and it was summertime, and he was like 3 running around in his little blue Speedo. And now he's a grown ass man with his own baby, and he's been watching, listening to the podcasts.
Really?
While we watch the episodes. So we have the closed caption on, and I was like, well, isn't that a hell of an idea? So I'm putting my closed captions on while we're watching it. This is smarter.
Hey, but now we're like in season 5, and we didn't think of that before.
I know. We are not smart people. Okay, I think that's come to. And here's Roger, the Ballad of Roger Mac. I wonder when he's writing that.
Right.
I think he's in the future.
Is he in a future?
It looked like it to me.
Does that mean something? Is it something coming that I don't know about?
I think you missed it already.
Huh?
See?
Could
everybody hear it? It just went whoosh, right over her head.
Bite my left elbow.
Here's sweet Raj singing away to little Jamie. You know, these songs just, Oh My Darling Clementine is a lovely song that Roger sings to Jemmy quite often on the show.
Yeah.
And then subsequently we'll hear Bree sing it as well.
Yeah.
If
you listen to the words, it's really dreadful.
It's a dark song.
But most of the nursery rhymes come from a dreadful past.
Oh, they do. They're like dark, like, and Grimm's fairy tales
is perfect title.
Oh, Grimm. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Lizzie just kind of standing over to the side.
I know. Yeah. But he looks so big sitting on Roger's lap, though, right?
Oh, Jimmy's grown quite a bit.
Yeah, he has. Mm-hmm. And we know from the previous episode that now they've been called to war, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yay. Well done, Governor Tryon.
Yep, they're going up against the regulators. It's time for a battle.
Yeah, and this is the first time that Roger's kind of been exposed to that kind of thing. And I'd be worried for him, too. Like, Bree's more brave than he is right now.
Well, the thing is that Roger is a pacifist, right? Yeah. He's not like as we call Jamie, a bloody man, right? Yeah. He's the pacifist. He's the guy that tries to, make things right with people. And as, if they take the story as the books have, Roger goes into a line of work that is all about, love and forgiveness and, peacemaking, so to speak.
Yeah. So. Well, and I like how he was worried that, what if something happens to me? And Jemmy was so much younger than I was when I lost my family, right?
Yeah. Well, he lost his father in war.
Yeah.
Or so they think.
Yeah.
Don't.
I don't know. Has anybody else ever thought that they would like to see Richard Rankin and Sophie Skelton together, like outside of the show?
Oh, stop that. Don't even go shit. Don't you be one of those people.
I know.
Stop it right now.
I'm just saying. Oh. Stop. You make her I just seen a recent picture of them. They look really nice together.
Okay, nice now this is all right. Now nice that we've got this, yes, it's a nice tent, and Jamie pops another one in a couple seconds.
Yep, and it's his birthday.
It is. Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Is that president?
No, I was making fun.
Scottish lard.
Lard?
Lard.
You said lard as in...
No, I didn't. You just misconstrue everything I say.
It's misconstrue.
Misconstrue. He's going to do that right away.
He's going to screw the miss.
Yeah, exactly. I think my forehead got a little burnt today because every time I move the top part of my head, it's like, ouch.
Hello, Jamie. Why are you moving the top part of your head? What are you like?
No, but like when I move
you
my
Lego
eyes,
man?
Like make a surprise face, your forehead moves, and it's like, ouch! Don't do that. Or when you scowl, it's like, ouch! Don't pull it.
How about stop doing that then? No, see,
I'm trying to.
Claire's telling him that she does a little assessment of her body every year to reflect on the year past. Oh, that would be so fucking depressing for me. Oh,
ditto.
Great. This part doesn't work now, and then this part doesn't work now. This part droops when it didn't droop before. Oh, this part's 3 inches longer than it was. Yes, I'm talking about my boobs.
Yeah. Well, and I am definitely no Katrina Balfe, so
yeah, right.
My stuff is not where it should be. So what I do is I add to my map of my body every year because the distance grows. My height maybe narrows a little bit, but everything else gains distance.
We make new topographical maps every year of ourselves.
I wonder what that would look
and
like.
They get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I think I should try.
He's talking about how his dad died this year of,
his dad died at 49. Yeah.
And
so he's
50.
actually now older than his dad was able to be, right?
Yeah. And that, of course, comes up for everybody if they end up outliving their parent.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not looking forward to that day when I turn 58.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And knowing the life I still have ahead of me, knowing that our mom didn't live past that age. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, and he is kind of lucky that his cock still stands up at 50, because not a lot of guys do.
Okay, I have to object because they don't show that. I don't know. I'm one of those people that I just need to see to believe. Okay?
Here she goes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. And then she's going to go running in the middle of her song.
Okay, Claire, it is Jamie's birthday. We want to celebrate his presents, not yours. Totally get robbed of this each and every time.
Well, you know what? Katrina's pretty hot, so we'll have to deal with her. Yeah, I know,
but I just would like to see a little bit of Jamie. That's all. I'm like, come on, give me some credit.
Some credit or some gifts?
Both.
Oh, okay.
I'll take both.
Okay. Rubbing his cannon. Men and their cannons. Look at the size of my cannon.
Yeah, my cannon's gold.
Mm-hmm. It's just the way they're standing at that one shot. It just looked like you're standing there with these great big huge rods. Oh my God. If you need to stop us and go back and look at the big golden rods.
Yeah, don't do it until after. Funny. No, because it's going to totally screw up the timing. So don't listen to her. Pause. Wait until the end and then go back.
Well, they can pause us both.
It's too hard to do that.
Okay. All right. Yes, well, oh my God, it's so hard. Yeah. Oh, sorry, guys. I had to
have a lover drink.
Everybody looks so enthusiastic.
Yeah, exactly.
And here comes Roger just a little bit late. He's like...
Yeah, he was busy singing to his baby.
Right, making out with his lady. And it's Jamie just giving him the side eye.
Yeah.
Reporting for duty. Well, yeah. Okay. Would you look, everybody's lined up, kind of go back there with everybody else. John Quincy Meyer's like, nice, just show up whenever. Sure.
Yeah. He's like, hey, dude, hey, I'm here. Standing here beside you. So. Yeah. And it doesn't look like a very big militia, right? Like.
No, it doesn't. And everybody has to put on their yellow flower.
And I wonder if this is actually authentic. Like, I wonder if, because I never looked it up, I wonder if that's actually what they did. Because, of course,
they're when not everybody's wearing
uniforms, right?
Yeah, mm-hmm, for sure. And you wouldn't be able to tell who's who.
Yeah. And he's back again. Like, oh my gosh.
He just does. He will not quit this guy. He's like, no, ballsy. And Alicia's back at home, just why don't you stay out of this? Because Claire doesn't stay out of anything.
Right. And there's Jamie. He jumps in like, don't talk to my wife like that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But Isaiah's not backing down. He's like, which is stupid because these Browns are dirty, rotten motherfuckers. And as we find out, you got to watch back.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But what's different about this time than when he was in the previous episode was he's not afraid. He's not sneaking away. He stood up to the douchebag Lionel, right?
Right.
So,
well, because he's got Alicia now. Like, exactly. He's got her. He's taken her away. And... he's still gonna try something because he's a squirrely, nasty little slimy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't trust anything that the Browns say. I do agree that the older brother is a little wiser, but I think he's also a little sneakier too.
Oh yeah, he is. He's conniving.
Oh, absolutely. Where the other one is just grungy.
Yeah, and lacks impulse control.
Yeah.
The other one at least thinks. And this conversation comes back to bite Jamie in the ass big time this episode.
Yeah, it does, right? He's trying to give them some worldly advice about war and how it's different than hunting and, the simple things that they need to do to, participate in the war. So
yeah, and trying
they
to make it so these kids don't get killed right away, because if they, if you stop to think, then you're gonna end up getting killed yourself. And
definitely not bad advice. Like, I think we have to agree it's not bad advice.
Right. But
timing issue.
Yes. And not under every single circumstance. There might be one or two, but you can't necessarily say that, right?
No, exactly.
It's like, unless I'm standing right there.
Exactly.
So, you can't. And Tryon, that little his like. Tim Downey, I love you. You are the sweetest man on the face of the planet, and I want to squeeze you every single time you smile.
So funny.
He never smiles as Tryon, and he always has this smug face. You just want to kick him in the ass.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. So now they know where Murtagh and the regulators are. So, and I wonder, do the regulators know where they are? They probably do. Now that everybody's just kind of working out their plan, right? So it's not like, oh, there they are, head first into war, right?
Well, but Reverend Caldwell's there now because
exactly, because he's trying to be the mediator, right, between the two. So.
Yeah, they want to, well, he was the one that married Roger and Brianna.
Yeah.
But he's with the regulators wanting to, let's work out a deal here. We don't have to, nobody has to die over this.
But at this point, it has nothing to do with the regulators. It is 100% pride. I need to show I'm the boss. So regardless, you're a priest. Yeah, okay. I will definitely have a look at it. Throw it over his shoulder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he doesn't care about the people. He only cares about himself, how he looks, that he looks like he's the strongest and the most powerful. And it's just really, it's kind of prophetic is when it comes to, colonizers, basically. And, the type of people the British Army was when they just kind of bounced around everywhere, just kind of taking shit over. I deserve it. I want it. I'm going to take it. Fuck what you say.
Well, and even if the regulators turned around right now and raised the white flag, I bet you he would still kill half of them, hind quarter, Murtagh. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Because that would be disrespectful in his eyes. You know what? I came here for a fight because I know I can kick your ass. Yep. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So
yeah, there would be no turning back for him at any point.
No. And I like how he said bold stroke.
Yeah. And see, he's like foaming at the mouth.
I know.
He's just, it's nasty.
Yeah. So right there, he said, you know what, their course is set and so is mine. That's it. There's no turning back. We're moving forward regardless. Nothing is going to change. That's it.
Yeah. He has no recompense for anybody but himself.
Yeah. And I love this next scene. Like, I really like how they start talking about, what's happening, what's going to happen next, and just everything that comes next. I love it. I love it. I don't know how many times I can say I love it.
I think you said it a lot of times. And Brianna's like, okay, almanacs, these are things that she's recalling happened in history. So she's like, okay, well, maybe I can do something about this.
Yeah.
So it's
hard for her to explain, right? Hey, something happened there. Oh, have you been there before? It's not, oh no, I'm from 200 years earlier. Right. Just give me a chance to have to remember some history.
And I love this scene. It reminds me of Brave.
Love. Oh, 1000%. Right. Even the music. I don't know. I just love.
It was too short. But then cutting into this, I'll take it. I don't mind a little naked Jamie in the river, or half naked Jamie in the river, whatever. I know I'm pretty sure in the book he was completely naked, but whatevs. We'll take what we can get.
Well, oh, sorry, I just was a little bit focused. Did you say something?
I wasn't talking at all. No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we shouldn't leave those gaps of not talking because we're doing a podcast.
I think you could hear your drool soaking into your mic as well. So that's gross. Yeah.
Yes, and Jamie was naked in the book. So thank you, Diana, for that. And bad director. You get an F just in this part of this episode. Just saying.
And then they had to do all the scars on his back and all that stuff, and his little hair twiggly.
I know. I was like,
the gifs that people have put together with these, it's just ridiculous. People are just, the Outlander fans are so damn thirsty. It's unbelievable. And yes, I'm talking to you, sister. My God.
I have my water right here. I'm not thirsty. I just had a sip.
You're like licking your screen right now. You're so thirsty.
Okay, so I have something to say. So, and you've probably seen it too. Recently, Sam has been in Tulum, Mexico, and just happened to get his picture with a fan. I tell you, the internet is blowing up. This girl is being bullied, harassed, threatened, all for getting a picture with Sam on vacation.
There have been like dozens and dozens and dozens of people that have gotten their photos taken with Sam while he was been on vacation. But this one particular lady was very, very beautiful. And yeah, she ended up having to change her handle, having to lock down her account. It was her husband, her partner, that took the photo, by the way. And but yeah, it's like the best fans ever can also be, horribly toxic. But that's not just an Outlander fandom thing, it's an every fandom thing. You have your small percentage that are absolutely psychotic, and then you have your percentage that is like super fun and awesome, great people. But yeah, the number one rule of every fandom should be, don't be a dick.
Exactly. So there it goes again. There she goes.
Yeah, love that brave.
I know,
it's just gorgeous.
Yeah. And she's just giving her on the horse, just like, woo!
Yeah, super awesome.
And of course, the last person they expected to see there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at her. She looks amazing on that horse.
Oh, she's
with her skirt and her jacket.
That jacket is amazing. I love the cape jackets that Brianna wears. She's just, and her hair down like that. She's just awesome. I just love Sophie
might
Skelton.
Have to make one of those for this winter. Stop it.
So, she's like, this is the Park of the Revolution. Yeah, but this is the thing. It doesn't have to start as a big, huge battle. Like things, it's just like, let's talk about forest fires, because fuck knows, we got enough of them here in Canada right now, in the Western Canada. It just takes a small spark to start a huge thing, right? Yeah. So that's what she's talking about. Little things like this start things off. So here they are trying to talk about, let's maybe stop this from happening.
So I understand why they're doing this, but let's remember that Jamie and Murtagh have already had this conversation. They already know that the regulators do not win. I don't understand why all of a sudden it's like,
but I think because what it is now, it's not just going to be a battle of the regulators. It's going to be turning into something bigger. It's going to be turning into the revolution. So I think because they've put those two things together now, makes it bigger. So they want to make sure that Murtagh's aware of that point, because I don't think that, they had that information before.
And I think it is a good idea that they choose Roger to go, right? It gets him out of harm's way initially. No, I understand what's to happen, but at the time, it absolutely was the best choice. Right? Besides sending, let's say, Fergus, right?
For sure. Or Brianna, or,
They definitely wouldn't have sent Brianna.
Right.
So,
or, for sure. Yeah.
But really, they couldn't send Fergus. Why?
Because he doesn't know.
Fergus doesn't know, right? Again, and what did they say? Like every other episode before, they should have told Fergus. That's
should have
stupid.
told Fergus. And here's Roger traipsing through the woods and creeks and
through the forest.
Little bunny
bopping
foo-foo.
Yeah, exactly. Bop them on the head.
We were both thinking of the same song, but we were in different
it's like
parts
we're
of it.
related, right?
I know. It's like we share the same brawn.
Yeah, well, than's for that.
I know. I don't want it anymore.
Ow, I scratched my forehead.
She's going to squirrel back and forth to her forehead so many times.
Yeah, well, it's stupid me. I was sitting in the shade all day until I went out to the ocean, and I didn't put sunscreen on my face. So my own fault.
Mm-hmm. And now, see, they're talking about the flag of truce. The flag of truce. The flag of truce. Roger has a flag of truce. Flag of truce is going to keep Roger safe.
Nothing will happen to Roger because he has the flag of truce. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Keep on bumping us over the head with the flag of truce.
Well, now he left in daytime and now it's night. So it took him a little bit of time to get there, obviously, right?
Yes.
So,
right. Yeah. And, we're rallying the troops. They've heard that Tryon's ignoring them, and and boy, Murtagh sure knows how to rile up a group now.
Doesn't he? Look at him go. You know what? You separate him from Jamie and he is just his own man with his own purpose, right? Mm-hmm. So not that he was a follower. He was, he was living a promise, right?
Yeah, for sure. He's a man. All right. He's another bloody man.
Yeah, exactly. It's Scots from the Highlands, right? You live and die by what you do and what you can do. So,
looking at Roger, what the hell are you doing here, man?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And now he knows that he's, really going to lose this thing. And because they really didn't know a lot about the regulators in history, they knew a lot about, the war, who was going to win, but the regulators, they weren't really sure how that was going to happen. So knowing that it sparked the revolution gave them a really good idea that the regulators were going to be on the wrong side of things. So,
and Murtagh's first reaction is, you've seen the men. What am I supposed to do? It's not that, okay, we'll do it. It's like, well, I just got them all riled up. Now what the hell am I supposed to do?
Yeah. But the thing is that, well, he knows that they've got their heart in it. He knows how passionate they are, but he also doesn't want them all to die.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
He knows that they will die for their cause, but does he want them to die for the cause?
Yeah. Well, and Murtagh still has this Highland way about him. You know what? They don't have our heart, so we will still win. Even if they have 500,000 cannons, we have more heart than they do.
Yeah, but and Roger's just are you a fucking idiot? A cannon's going to hit you in the head. It's going to blow your head off. You're dead.
Exactly.
This, your heart can only go so far, but once you get plowed by a cannon fire, you're fucked.
Exactly. And it's a hard pill for Murtagh to swallow, but he's also not a stupid man, right? So.
Yeah. And trying. And those who style themselves regulators, shove it up your ass, you pompous shithead.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, so he's reading it, of course, to his men. Oh, and that's from the title card, the back of Jamie. So,
yeah, it always gives you a nice little nudge, when you finally see the title card picture come to fruition in an episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Tim and of course, and his letter to the regulators has nothing to do with the terms that they sent to Governor Tryon.
Right.
It's screw you. These are my terms and good luck. We're just going to come kill you anyway. So too bad.
Yep, he just has zero regard for them, not only as human beings, but as men with families to feed, with, with lives to live. Like, there's just no, he doesn't care that he's taking all of their money and building castles with them. Like, he doesn't care. He doesn't see any.
It's no different from today. Remember,
Right.
we pay taxes so that somebody else can tell us what to do, have fancy homes, work for 4 years, have a pension for the rest of their life,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get where the regulators are coming from. So.
Yeah. This is just, and there's nothing else he can do. He's caught between the rock and the hard place. He knows that they're going to be on the wrong side.
Well, it's like building a swimming pool. So you build the foundation, you put the liner in, and you fill it up with half a foot of water and say, now we don't need a pool anymore, and away you go. You're going to pee off a lot of people. What do you mean we can't swim in the pool? Yeah.
Put a little bit more life and death.
Okay. Well, okay, then let's add the springboard. So,
oh my gosh.
There you go.
And a slide.
Yeah, with no water in it. I wouldn't want to do that. That's like really dangerous.
And see, and Roger's like, well, then you come with me, please. Like, just, for the love of your godson. And now here's Roger. Roger. Now,
Lordy, he does not know. And in the books, it was a little bit more, confrontational.
Roger kisses a lot of girls in the books.
Yeah.
Roger just likes to kiss girls.
And he just needs to stop touching people.
He kisses girls that are related to him, which is like equally creepy. Roger, keep your lips to yourself, Dave.
I get that he's a loving kind of man, but come on, stop touching them. Like, just
don't hug girls that are related to. Like, this is not the society that you go around touching other people. Like, just keep your hands to yourself.
I didn't like it when he said, I've thought about you now and then. It's like, fuck, that's wrong. Like, dude.
Roger, because like, why? Don't say that. Like, because he's thinking of it as she's my ancestor and I'm meeting her. This is
I'm so
really
excited.
This is really, really cool, and and he wants to help her and save her and stuff, but he's coming from a really good place.
Yeah.
However.
And in the books, he's met Buck before. He met him on the boat because, he was on the boat, but
Yeah, for sure. And so now he feels even more protective of her. Yeah. And he's like begging her, like, I'll take care of you. He said,
stop
and
it.
Hugs her. It's
creepy.
It's so bad. It's like, get away from my way. Oh, does anybody recognize that voice?
Right? I knew it right away. I'm telling you, I knew it right away. I'm like, they didn't say that he was going to be in season 5.
Mm-hmm. They did not. And we'll save that little tidbit when we come back in case anybody else is like, what the fuck are you talking about?
We're going to jump right into it. Like, seriously, I'm going to keep my mouth shut for all of 2 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, and this
smug look.
This was Sam's idea.
Yeah, but it was an excellent addition.
Oh, it really was.
Because I think all of the fandom went, what the?
They
know what I mean?
Mental when they saw pictures, because the pictures of Jamie in the red coat was released before before the season started, and people went ape shit.
Oh, yeah.
And Diana defended it, which was funny, and people still were going ape shit. But it was Sam's idea to do this, and
I think this
brilliant.
is punishment. This is punishment for Jamie, because look at Tryon's face. It's like, you know what, dude, I can make you do anything, and this is to show that you are mine.
Yeah,
you know, it may as well have been a Black Jack Randall.
Yeah,
he's like, here, put my skin on, baby.
Yeah, look at this, and the face, and the look of the other guys. Like when they kind of went around to the other guys, they were like shamed, like they felt shame for Jamie. Like it was just, and if looks could kill, like Tryon would have been like without his skin on the ground, and look how sorry.
I know, right?
John Quincy Myers just looked like it was a look of pity that he gave him. Oh man, he looks pissed.
Right? And what is he supposed to do? Oh,
here we go. Here we go, everybody. Check it out. There we have. They have youngified our sweet Graham McTavish, and he is showing up as Buck McKenzie. And Buck McKenzie, who is he, Phil?
Yeah, he is Dougal and Gaelus's son.
That's right.
Yeah, so, and everybody they were up in arms. Oh my God, why did they bring such an old man back to play someone so young? That doesn't make sense. I think it's a fantastic freaking idea.
It was a bloody brilliant idea. And Buck McKenzie is like in his 30s, and he has they've aged down Dougal. Graham McTavish. They've smoothed out the lines in his face like they did to Murtagh at the beginning.
Yeah.
And
did you see Roger's face? He's like, oh, fuck, what did I just do?
Now, see, it was about this part in the book.
Yeah.
Where I was reading it to Andrew, my husband, and he was like, I'm pretty convinced that Diana has a guy called Roger locked up in her basement and tortures him.
Right? Oh yeah. It was pretty intense. Like this went on for a few pages in the book. You know what I mean? Like he was knocked out, he was tied, like there was a lot of back and forth. There was a little bit more communication between him and Morag as well. So
exactly. So Buck McKenzie is with the regulators, but he just found out that Roger's with the militia. So
and Roger's slurring insults at him, if you kept your wife satisfied, and it's just like, oh my God, Roger.
You let me go, sir. Like, what do you have? What power do you have, Roger?
Yeah, exactly.
You've got two guys holding you. You've got Buck there. Like, Roger thinks, oh, okay. Yep. Mm-hmm, yep. Mm-hmm,
yeah. So not happening, buddy.
So, I think Graham McKavish did a fucking fabulous job playing Buck, a different character, but with the same kind of twist that Dougal has, right?
Absolutely. Mm. Yeah.
And with the mischief and conniving that his mother has.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is so it was kind of cool. A lot of people didn't know until other people started talking about it that was Dougal.
This part.
That was
when she sees Jamie in the red coat.
Yeah, she's like, Jesus.
And I thought in my entire lifetime would go by without ever seeing you in that.
Mm-hmm. But the look on her face is, I'm so sorry that this is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he is just ashamed. You can see the shame in his face.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Roger, there's no sign of him. No. Yikes.
That's, we know.
They'll know once they get there, right? Whether or not Roger got through. Mm-hmm. So.
And she never can let him go somewhere, without saying something and let him. Yeah. And there's the soldier.
But you know what? They know that they win, but they don't know who comes back.
Right.
You know, so just because you win doesn't mean, oh, all of our guys are going to be great. No, 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 no. That's not how war works, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And that was such a sweet and tender moment. I love when she calls him soldier. Anytime she calls him soldier, makes my heart, And, they're relying on the obituary that Brianna brought back saying that they die in a fire. That means that he's not going to die today. It's like, geez, guys. That's kind of rolling the dice,
Yeah. Exactly. And I like how we brought up, I know that Bree, told us about the obituary, but at least we know today I'm not going to die, right?
Phyllis, I literally just said that.
No, you didn't.
I literally just fucking said that.
No.
Wow. Wow. I'm glad that you listen to me when I speak. That's awesome to know.
I listen to you when you speak.
Okay.
But it's all your fault. You told me to put the closed captioning on and I was reading the closed captioning while you were talking. I'm not putting it on for the next episode.
Sure you are.
Because I can hear them slightly talk in my headphones anyway. I have the volume on just a smidge. So I'm just going to go that way. This whole setup you have screws me up.
So I can't wait until you listen to this back and you hear me say the exact words that you repeated back to me.
Well, what I'm actually going to do is turn the volume down so much when you're talking so that they only hear me and then you're going to sound funny.
Oh, I'm going to sound funny.
When you say, I just said that and you didn't say it.
The hesitancy, like you can see, like Jamie's like, I just don't want to do this, man. And everybody's like not listening to Tryon at all. They waited for Jamie. Like it was, Tryon could keep yelling for days. And,
exactly.
It wasn't until Jamie said something that they fired.
And that is when Jamie's promise to Tryon had to happen because there's no way they're going to stand first in line and not do anything. And Tryon knew that they were hesitating because he had to yell at them, fire on me.
Yeah. So. And I can tell you look at Jamie and that thought did cross his mind.
Oh yeah, it did. Damn it, it should have. So and Jamie doesn't want to kill anybody. He doesn't want to hurt anybody. Like, what do? You
have to move forward and this day is going to end. So just go with it. Yeah. Move. And
he told everybody, watch out for Roger Mack, Let's not shoot Roger.
Yeah. Well, the dude has enough troubles, man.
Right?
And this, like the whole battle, they did a really good job with the armory. Like Outlander has probably one of the best armories because they use all real weapons. They don't, of course, use real firepower, but and they have great choreographers for the fight scenes and all that stuff. So it's fun to watch. Like my husband absolutely loves when they do these fight scenes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Because he's, one of those people that loves watching people beat the shit out of each other. He likes UFC and all that stuff. Oh,
yeah.
There goes Isaiah Morton down.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Yeah.
But if you would have watched the previous scene when Jamie started breaking them up, of course, the Brown brothers stuck together, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Bree's helping out in surgery. Like, come on, the girl barfs every time she sees a drop of blood. That's not where she should be.
She should be fighting.
Yeah, exactly. Give the girl
and there's our feet. There's our feet. There's our dragon feet.
And every time I saw that before it, I'm like, oh my God, that better not be Jamie. It better not be Jamie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Isaiah Morton. And then the other guy that was dragging Isaiah in, he was the guy, Vincent Van Craig. He was the other supporting actor that I did an interview with.
Yeah.
And
that you can find on the Bootlanders.
Mm-hmm. Now, she's like, isn't this interesting?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she soon finds out that it's not just a wound to the chest.
I think he's dead. That's good.
No, he's not. I seen him move, but that is a gruesome way to go. Ooh.
Right? Just get your skull bashed in with a rock. You know, there's well, when you're fighting, you just kind of go with whatever you have, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and there the regulators were waiting for him to bring someone to them. He was like the trap boy. What did he do? Cut his finger?
You wasting your penicillin on that piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's Morton came in. Yeah, what you're talking about wasting medicine on Morton, and she's there poking you with precious penicillin. Yeah. Brown shot him in the back.
Yeah, exactly. And he's such a douche. Oh, I love how she says.
Yep.
Yeah, I got shot from behind.
She, like this guy, and he broke her syringe.
Yeah.
Like, what a complete sack of dog shit this guy is.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh. Oh, and now she's like, now what am I going to do?
Yeah. How does she administer it, right?
Yeah. Did you see that guy? That guy he had a fucking hammer, a mallet.
I thought that was Jamie because they showed that and then the guy being dragged in the previews. And I'm like, oh my God, it was Jamie. Yeah, nobody wasn't Jamie. But now the regulators are retreating.
Yep. They're on the run out and they're still getting fired at.
In the back.
Getting shot in the back.
Yeah, exactly. That's sad. That is cowardice to shoot someone in the back. You know, it's not fair war.
No. Shoot, you know, but they should be taking them hostage if they're going to do anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, it's better than to be shot.
But now they're beating them, dragging them horses. This is their, you know, this is what their leaders are.
Yeah.
You know, it's gross.
Yeah, it is. It is. And what are they going to do? They can't fight back, right?
Yeah. Well, they don't have anything to fight back with anymore.
No. No, exactly. And it's sad. You know, they weren't fighting for something that wasn't good for them. You know what I mean? Like it's just something that was taken. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And now these two, like he knows Lee, right?
Yeah.
They know each other. They're both Scottish. They're, you know, and he's letting him know he doesn't want to kill him.
Yeah. Exactly.
And Brian Canna is somebody else that they know. And there's like Murtagh didn't kill him. He gave him the Murtagh kiss. The Murtagh kiss will knock you out in one donk.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the thing. Oh, I hate this scene so much.
I hate it. I was like, what? Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm. And the kid that Jamie told him, don't think, just do.
Yeah, just shoot. Don't waver.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
And it was right after he saved Jamie from being shot by Lee Winters.
Oh my God.
Fuck. And see, you know, now Murtagh didn't die. Murtagh died in Culloden in the books. And I never felt like they gave him a good death.
No, it was like he was just gone and someone mentioned it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And see, Jamie's like, I released you from my oath. And he was like, you know what? I never accepted that.
I didn't do it for you. I did it for your mother. You know, I made the promise to her.
Yeah.
You know, so,
yeah. And it's
boy.
And that's the only part that we ever got from the book was that Murtagh said it doesn't hurt a bit to die.
Yeah, and exactly.
It's, man. I want my Murtagh back.
And Jamie, he can't accept it.
He can't comprehend it. No.
You know, they have been. No, he can't, and he won't. You know what I mean? But yet the people that he yells for to come to help, it's like they know, but it's Jamie. You just do what Jamie says. You know what I mean? So,
hashtag everyone needs a Murtagh.
Right? Exactly.
And that's the thing. And he's begging for help. And it's like John Quincy Myers, the other guy. I don't know who the other guy is. But they're like, he's dead. Like, what are we going to do? He's dead.
They show up. They look at each other and like, yeah.
And they know, like, John Quincy Myers knows
no point,
Murtagh.
Just do.
Yeah, he knows Murtagh.
Yeah.
The other guy just knows this guy's like a regulator, right? But like, he's probably thinking, what the fuck are we doing?
Dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I like how he picks up everybody's, you know, guns and everything. Clean it up before we go.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just so.
I feel so bad.
Heartbreaking. You have, because we have people in our lives, right? That, like, I know that.
Yeah.
It took me seeing Mom dead in order for me to fully accept the fact that she was gone. Right. So Jamie has to be told by somebody else he loves and trusts that he's gone for him to accept it. Right.
I know. Oh, and it just, how I get goosebumps, you know, because I just feel for Jamie, you know, and if he's going to believe anybody, it's going to be her. Right.
Yeah. And it has to be her that convinces him. He's in such
denial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's still even in denial, even after she says, you know.
Right. It is. It's heartbreaking. Yeah. Because he's the last he's the last parental person, you know, that he has in his life. Right? But
I'm connection. So glad. Exactly. And I'm so glad that the show did this. You know, it's giving Murtagh the send-off that he deserves. He's a huge part of the book, and he just didn't poof disappear and away he goes, right? I'm glad that they brought him back.
And they gave Jamie some semblance of closure, right? Some semblance of where he could grieve him to some degree.
Yeah.
And, you know, like Sam did a fantastic job.
I know.
And so did Katrina in this moment. Oh, this small
it just
moment
rips your heart out, right?
Yeah. And where she took off his brooch and like,
I was so happy she did that though, right? But this part just, oh my God.
Yeah, we should celebrate. Your godfather just died. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Jamie held it together pretty good right about now. Because that he didn't grab Tryon around his little neck and squeeze.
But he did with his eyes.
Oh, he sure did. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If you can almost feel Tryon going down into the ground with every word he's saying.
Yeah. But now he doesn't owe Tryon anything.
Nope.
Right?
Nope.
He fulfilled his part of the agreement, but you have to remember it's Tryon. He could change his mind. You know what I mean? So
yeah, well,
Jamie's really
try
lucky.
Removing the house, try removing the people, try removing all the things like he did. You know, he paid his debt. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
no personal stake in this. He's so full of crap on a cracker.
He is. Yeah.
It was all for his personal benefit, you know, saving face more than anything.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiny man syndrome.
And that's exactly what he's doing. You know, he's trying to put Jamie in his place. You know, I told you I wasn't going to leave until I got it fixed. And I did. So there you go. Chew on that, Mr. Fraser.
Yeah. Overlook your insolence. Well, here, AJ, what the hell? Who's safe?
I don't know. Where did that come from?
No clue.
You said insolence and then AJ.
That's probably because he's a very contrary person.
Oh, jeez.
Like when he takes this coat off and just like, and you want.
I'm so glad he did. He didn't hand it to him or anything.
Threw it on the ground. He went to reach for it. And he threw it down on the ground. Yeah, pick it up, a little dirt ball.
And I'm glad that everybody's seen it too. Mm-hmm. You look, his men are watching what he's doing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah. It's like all the air is being let out of him. Yeah. At this moment. Just, yeah.
All of his anger now is turning to grief. Like, look at his face.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What an actor has to do to think and get into that mindset,
And all it takes him is one moment.
Yeah.
To
so much energy. And can you imagine if they say cut? Okay, we'll try to get another 5 seconds. Like, holy cow. Yeah. Like me and my anxious brain would just be like, oh my God.
And there she takes his little patch of plaid with his brooch. And like, it's so saying goodbye. And it's somebody that you love and adore, you know? It's... And not being able to save him, she also has that, right?
And hesitating to cover his face because as soon as she does that,
and see,
it's done.
Here we have him lost in thought, and then one look at his daughter.
Yeah, exactly.
And he comes out of it.
Exactly, because it's her, right? And he realizes, hey, Roger hasn't come back.
Yeah. And she's
So,
not only mourning Murtagh right now. No. She's also terrified for her husband.
Yeah, exactly. Right? But it changes Jamie's focus.
Yeah,
right.
Immediately.
He knows. Absolutely.
Yeah. So absolutely. What has Buck done with poor Roger?
I don't know. Yeah, I know, but
we all know.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to change, from the first, I don't know how many times we saw it.
Right.
And it doesn't get any damn easier. I'm telling you that right now.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And going through the woods, collecting up all the soldiers, and Claire's looking and helping people and asking.
And Brianna's asking, so.
Yeah.
Just asking everybody.
Yeah. Then Mackenzie. And here we have where Tryon thought it would be a good idea to hang some of those regulators as a...
Yeah, that haven't been, gone to trial or anything.
No, just hang them as a warning, as a heed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And it's like, prisoners.
And of course, they don't know. Just regulators. We decided to just hang them because, Governor Tryon told us we could, have a little fun at the end.
Yep, exactly. Well, how do you know that they're regulators?
Yeah, because they don't have the little yellow flower.
Exactly.
So they must be a regulator, right? But good thing Jamie went to look.
Yeah, look, there's a white flag of truce.
Yes.
But why
are they just standing there looking?
Well, because they realize. Well, he's hanging. Like
I know, but come on, look at her face. Look at Brianna's face.
Yeah, it's like they're just. But everybody noticed we cut out. But if you notice, other people's hands are hanging to their sides. Yeah. Roger's hand is up around his neck.
Yeah, exactly.
So, his hand is between the rope and his neck.
Yeah.
But Brianna is frozen in shock.
How could that happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
they did it much quicker in the book to get him down. But yes, it was during this particular read that my husband was like, Diana Gabaldon has some dude called Roger locked in her basement. She tortures that fucker. I know she does.
I don't know about everybody else, but I lost my bloody mind because you weren't with me when I was watching this episode. And I was in tears. I called you. I'm like, you have to tell me. You have to tell me.
Is he dead? Is he dead? Is he dead?
All you have to do is say yes or no. And that was the only way I could make it through to the next episode.
You were a fucking hot mess.
Moments in Sistery.
Well, sometimes we can go back over 100 years, and us girls were not only tough as nails, but real smartasses.
Well, and I love that even though we didn't hear about them, that they're still out there, right?
Oh, yeah.
They weren't readily available. So this is about Katie Sandwina. She came into the world in Essen, Germany in 1884 as Kathy Brombach, to the smell of sawdust and the clunk of barbells. Both parents were circus performers, a strong man and a strong woman duo whose 4 daughters, who were Kathy, Barbara, Eugenia, and Marie, were incorporated into the act. Talent and dedication took Kathy the furthest during a life spent on the road. In her early teens, her father gave her a solo spot, offering a prize of 10 marks to any man who could beat her in a wrestling bout. Many took the bait. Yeah, there were no winners. Max Heyman, an acrobat, was one of the vanquished, but at the age of 19, he married the 16-year-old Kathy, and they teamed up professionally to going to the United States at the turn of the 20th century. It was there that she took the name Sandwina as a marketing gimmick to associate herself with Eugene Sandow, the bodybuilding pioneer and leopard-skinned, loin-clad, perfect man. It was said that she had challenged and defeated the famed Sandow in a feat of strength during her first trip to New York. And there have been suggestions that she took on the feminine version of his name to blow a raspberry at him and the male sex.
And blowing raspberries, we know what that means.
Exactly. Good for her. That's awesome. Yeah,
and imagine,
exactly.
Way back there in, the turn of the century when girls should be, seen and not heard, and that she's out there whipping men's asses all over the place.
Exactly. You know what, guys? We want to hear your male ass whooping story. It doesn't have to be a physical thing. It could be, whether it be business or just like her, something athletic, just something even that you're proud of yourself. It's okay to give yourself a pat on the back. Share your story with us at sissues.ca or visit us on our social media platform, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. So make sure you share it with us. And that way we can tell it to everybody else.
We'll give you a pat on the back.
Absolutely.